Listening to G9ija News G9ija News.
It's another beautiful morning. Welcome to another exciting time with your regular wonderful TV channel, G9ija TV. Of course, this is the news headline segment. I'm your regular host, Dr. Champion. How was the night? Hope you slept well. How was your weekend? I hope your weekend was as lit as mine. It's always wonderful when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with a large sense of optimism, enthusiasm, and of course, hope for a better day. And of course, this is the news headline segment. Starting with a very wonderful news, AFCON qualifiers. Actually, that's sport news. We got revenge against Benin Republic, says Osimhen. All right, now that the news in details. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has expressed delight at Nigeria's revenge against Benin Republic. Osimhen commented after Nigeria's 3-0 triumph against Gernot Roy's team in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying match on Saturday. Super Eagles defeated Benin Republic thanks to Osimhen's goal and Ademola Lookman's brace. Before the encounter, Nigeria had lost 2-1 to Benin Republic in a World Cup qualifier in June under former coach George Finidi. It was really a big game for us. It was a statement win because our performance has been so low in the past couple of games compared to the talent we have got in the team. Osimhen told Counter Attack podcast. The last time we met our opponent, Benin Republic, they defeated us, so it was like revenge, and I'm happy we gave our all and got the 3 points. I'm sure we're happy for Nigeria. Congratulations, all right, for that win. And away from there, we move over to the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper has this to say: Nigeria-China seal $3.3 billion brass industrial park deal. Nigeria-China seal $3.3 billion brass industrial park deal. Nigeria and China have signed a $3.3 billion deal to develop the brass industrial park and methanol complex in Bayelsa State. The Director of Information and Public Relations of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Mr. Mohammed Banga, in a statement last night disclosed that the deal was signed under the sidelines of Africa-China conference in Beijing. He said the transformative project was expected to significantly boost Nigeria's industrial output and generate vital employment opportunities. The director expressed and described the deal as a reaffirmation of the two nations' commitment to deepening economic cooperation, strengthening bilateral ties, and fostering sustainable development. The inaugural China-Nigeria Economic Cooperation and Trade Conference held alongside the 2024 Forum on China-African Cooperation (FOCAC) has set the stage for unprecedented collaboration and growth between the two countries, between China and Nigeria, he said. And away from there, we have a sad news for the 8 passengers, 50 cows killed in Niger State tanker fire. For the 8 passengers, 50 cows killed in Niger State tanker fire. What a sad one there. And for this day life, Rwanda petrol price hike. Rwanda petrol price hike will transfer 5 trillion naira from Nigerians to government, worsen energy poverty. Says improving GDP numbers masking economic realities. Price of Dangote's refined petrol to be set by international crude oil price situation may trigger social unrest. Now the news in detail. Prominent Nigerian economics and chief executive officer of Financial Derivatives Company Limited, Mr. Bismarck Rewani, has projected that the latest increase in the pump price of petrol by 50.1% from 568 naira to 855 naira per litre will take 5 trillion naira from Nigerian consumers to the government and heighten energy poverty. Rwani also predicted that the new price of petrol would increase the number of Nigerian citizens trapped in energy poverty to 160 million in 2025 from 161 million in 2023. He added that the price hike could strengthen the exchange rate of the naira as liquidity decreased, but it may instigate social unrest as citizens react in frustration. What a sad one there. Rwani made the projections last week in his monthly presentation at the Lagos Business School breakfast titled All That Glitters Are Not Gold. He stated that commencement of petrol production by Dangote Refinery will offer relief to consumers by addressing the supply challenges but price of petrol in Nigeria will be determined by the global price of crude oil. The macroeconomic and welfare impact of the new price of petrol, now adjusted to 855 naira per litre from 568 naira per litre, implies that 5 trillion naira is withdrawn from consumers across the country and transferred to the government, he said. According to him, this can lead to inflation in September as logistics costs escalates and consumer demand suffers a decline due to income squeeze, while energy poverty could quicken to 76.3%, 168 million in 2025, from 71%, 161 million in 2023. Exchange rate could strengthen as liquidity decreases and fiscal deficit declines as government revenue increases. Riwani said the start of petrol production by Dangote Refinery will offer relief to consumers by addressing the supply challenges, guarantee the quantity and quality of refined products, but not the price, as no producer will sell below its production cost. Therefore, the domestic price of petrol depends on the global price of oil, but smuggling of petrol to the ECOWAS region will reduce as Dangote Refinery can sell directly to those countries. Riwani added Nigeria's demand for PMS will stabilize at 35 million liters per day. He said the macroeconomic impact of the Dangote Refinery would include increase in petrol supply, elimination of petrol queues, increased GDP aggregate output, improvement in balance of trade, and bolstering of employment opportunities in the economy. Riwani stated the analysts' expectations of an end in monetary tightening after 850 BPS increase in monetary policy rate might be unrealized, as the new increase in petrol price and its inflationary pressure might hinder the Central Bank of Nigeria from reducing rate. According to him, the petrol price hike will renew inflationary measures. Therefore, analysts' expectations for a slash in interest rate will have to wait till January 2025. Riwani added fiscal policies are also needed to tackle structural inflation drivers such as insecurity, infrastructure deficiencies, and import dependence. He said the current statistical data on the country's GDP numbers might be masking the economic realities and projected that the outlook for third quarter 2024 remain cautiously optimistic. Riwani attributed the higher GDP growth to base effect as he revealed that the second quarter economic conditions were poor as business activities and other sectors were contracting simultaneously in a retail-driven economy here in Nigeria. All right, so details of that can be seen in the papers. You grab yourself a copy. And still on the headlines this morning, we have Nigeria wins 7 medals at Paralympic Games. Nigeria wins 7 medals at Paralympic Games. Nigeria won 7 medals at the Paralympic Games, which ended on Sunday, walking off from Paris with 2 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze prizes. Africa's most populous nation finished 40th out of 83 countries which participated in the Games. Nigerian powerlifter Folashade Oluwafemiayo clinched a gold medal, shattering 2 world records in the process. Her remarkable lift of 167 kg not only broke her previous world record in the women's 86 kg powerlifting category, but also made her the first para-athlete in history to achieve such a feat. Congratulations to her and congratulations to Nigeria. And away from the business day story, we have yet another interesting story. Okay, this says VAT rate remains 7.5% according to the federal government. VAT rate remains 7.5% according to the federal government. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has refuted reports suggesting an increase in value-added tax from 7.5% to 10%. In a statement signed by him on Monday, Wale Edun clarified that the VAT rate remains unchanged at 7.5% as stipulated in the nation's tax laws. The current VAT rate is 7.5%, and this is what the government is charging on a spectrum of goods and services to which the tax is applicable. Therefore, neither the federal government nor any of its agencies will act contrary to what our laws stipulate, Edun affirmed. He further explained the importance of maintaining a balanced tax system, emphasizing that Nigeria's tax framework is built on 3 key pillars: tax policy, tax laws, and tax administration. The tax system made on a tripod, namely the tax policy, tax laws, and tax administration, all the three must combine well to give us a sound system that gives vitality to the fiscal position of the government, the minister clarified. Addressing concerns over government actions perceived as burdensome, Edu reassured Nigerians that fiscal policies are designed to promote sustainable economic growth and alleviate poverty, not to hinder them. Our focus as a government is to use fiscal policy in a manner that promotes and enhances strong and sustainable economic growth, reduce poverty, as well as makes businesses flourish, he stated. This is responding to media reports that painted the government as seeking to impose additional hardship on citizens. I do call the reports as inaccurate. The imputation in some media reports on the issue of VAT and the opinion articles that have sprouted from them seem to wrongly convey the impression that the government is out to make life difficult for Nigerians. This is not correct. If anything, the federal government has, through its policies, demonstrated that it's committed to creating a congenial environment for businesses to thrive, he stated. Details of that can be seen in the Punch newspaper. Grab yourself a copy. And with that, we come to an end of newspaper headlines this morning with your host, Dr. Champion. Please keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you've not done so, please share this video. Please like our videos, comment on it. And of course, what do you think is the next way for Nigeria? I'll see you around. Keep watching G9ija TV. Dr. Champion is my name. Bye for now.